Hey guys, it's Ashley here, and I am really excited to be channeling live from my Facebook group, Channeling with Love, and we are going to be channeling the Lemurians tonight. And I love channeling them because they are really, really high vibrational, first and foremost, but also they have such a cool blend of being so grounded, but also so magical and also so galactic, kind of all in one. So it's really fascinating to be able to channel them, and I'm really excited to hear what they have to say tonight. They came through pretty loud and clear that they were gonna come live tonight with me when I was scheduling out my events. So I am hoping that they have a pretty awesome message for us, and I'm seeing some people join. Hello, hello. It is gonna be hey Mimi, you're almost always the first one on here, and I love it so much. Thank you for hanging out and joining me so quickly every single time. Hey Chrissy, thank you guys for joining. So as I was saying, we're going to be channeling the Lemurians, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to post those in the comments, and I'll try and get to all of them, if not most of them, in the next about 45 minutes to an hour. So we'll see what they have to say, we'll hear a message, and then we'll get to questions. So while people are coming online, I will start to kind of introduce the Lemurians who are stepping forward. I'm feeling like there's a group here, but one woman, female Lemurian, is stepping forward, and I don't really see her face, but she's kind of she's got this like starlight veil on, not a veil over her face, but it's kind of like a head covering. And she's got this really long flowing robe, and there's like this like white sparkling blue, almost a blue tint to her robe. And it's like the easiest way I can describe it is like it's when you see a diamond ring sparkling, kind of like refracting light, and it's like really, really sparkly. That's kind of what her robe looks like. Just kind of light is bouncing off of her. And she just, she's indicating, she's showing me not really her face. I just get this sense that she's just like expanding her energy and smiling, and she's just really happy to be here. And she's gesturing, she's kind of pointing to the other beings behind her, and she's highlighting that there are
4 others with her. Okay, that's awesome. She's saying these are her family members, close family members and friends who wish to also step forward and say hello to everyone here tonight. This time is an interesting one. It is a time of, she's diving right in, guys. And how I'm sensing her is she's putting a lot of energy on my face, straight into my crown. And she's just nodding yes to share that. And now she wants me to begin. It is time for each of us to take a moment to assess as we move forward in these next few months. How do we want to proceed with our energy? We have a lot of opportunities to make decisions within our daily lives, to go with the flow of energy within ourselves, with our spiritual paths, with the energy around us, and or fight the current. So we are being presented with these opportunities to make choices as we move forward. It is important that we recognize these opportunities when they arise. Often our mind is busy. Humans have a high tendency to have busy minds, to cling to activities, to cling to details, to cling to lists, task lists. I'm totally guilty of task lists. Cling to lists to move forward and get as much done throughout their day as possible. And that is not why we are here. We are here to, yes, support ourselves and live our life and enjoy all that life has to offer. But we are also here to relax and rest. And the Lemurians are calling us to take refuge within our own sanctuaries. And she's pointing to her chest within our heart chakras, our sanctuary within ourselves, that which we can refresh, renew our energy much faster, as we are going to be, she's showing these energy waves just flooding us, almost like it's now picking up speed. It has been picking up speed for quite a while, but it's picking up even more speed. It's like every other week there's going to be some energy anchoring within us. There's going to be energy washing the planet. There are portals of energy coming in to help transmute a lot of lower vibrational frequency thoughts, actions, energies. And there is just going to be a lot of change that each of us individually have to address and face within our own existence on this earth at this time. So how do we do that? How do we assess the changes that are happening? How do we go with the flow and that energy? She's pointing, going within and resting within our sanctuary, quieting our minds, and taking a reprieve when we feel we need to from our busy lives, busy tasks, our busy minds. She's highlighting now that as a Lemurian, Lemurians have had to learn this lesson time and again. She's showing kind of like it's not necessarily like a linear timeline, but she's kind of holding out, and I don't know why she's showing me this, but she's showing out like you know how people can cut like little people figures out of one piece of paper, and you pull it out and it's like 5 people, little garlands of people or of bells and things, you know, at Christmas time, or snowflakes. She's showing me this long string of almost like that garland that you can make like out of construction paper. And she's showing it as a timeline, even though we're not really, we use time in this reality to help us move through this reality, but it's not real. It's not real. And she's saying that humans within this reality have used time as a construct, and outside of the reality, it doesn't matter. It's all bets are off. There's no limit or barrier. but she's showing this to us so that way we can understand that they have had a long history of existence here on Earth and in other places, and they've had to learn these lessons time and time again. They've forgotten and have remembered. Their existence is different than humans. We are here to forget, to experience, to learn and grow. That's kind of the point. This is a school. We are here in school, essentially, growing and by doing, learning, living. That is the lesson that we as humans, bottom line, everyone is here to learn a lesson and to grow. So they have a little bit of a different construct. It's not necessarily that school setting, that opportunity for soul growth that we have in this reality, but they're showing that they have had many opportunities to push forward their civilization, and often it comes down to the energy and the priorities of not only each person, but that filters up to their consciousness, the collective consciousness. And she's highlighting that we have a duty to ourselves to follow what's within our sanctuary, within our heart chakra, within our gut instincts, and rely and trust on our own intuition. And that is the fastest way, each of us taking responsibility and going within and making our own opinions and decisions, is the fastest way for human collective consciousness to rise in frequency. And we've seen this time and again over the last, she's saying, for us, the last year and a half, we've had a lot of opportunities to do that, to step back and to reflect and go within. And there will be more opportunities to come. They may look very different depending on the need in the moment, but she's highlighting that there will be many opportunities for us to decide to retreat and step back and go within and listen to ourselves and our teams as we need to. So she's saying that is really what she wanted to share with us in this moment. She's highlighting the next few months are going to be a key opportunity for us. She's showing as the energy shifts, as the seasons change for us around the world, seasons are shifting and changing. As these natural elements cue humans to transition into different periods of their life. And she's highlighting like more of a traditional, where I live, when fall comes, it's okay, the start of school, and it's like the pumpkin patch and the leaves and the crisp fall air, and it gets colder and it just smells really good, like beautiful leaves. And she's kind of showing me all of those little cues of things that I love about that season. And she's highlighting that we each have our time to connect with nature, but we are cued as humans by nature to be energized as well as to recharge. And often we need to be listening to those cues in our bodies. So she's saying for the next few months, just the natural cycles that we are experiencing in our environment are going to help us, navigate, maybe take more action steps. It's summertime. People are energized by the sun. And she's highlighting that this is going to be important for not only we're receiving natural cues, we may feel refreshed and step forward, but of course we can always assess as we need to. But she's saying that this is important because of those energy waves coming in. There is going to be just so much coming forward. There's going to be a lot of activity, basically, in the next several months. And then she's saying it'll then slow down or transition and feel different as our natural cues, help us transition and feel different as we make decisions to either take a reprieve and step back and go within, and or be more busy, take more action steps, move forward. She's showing that going with the flow, again, is individual for each of us, but there are a lot of factors that can impact all of us all at once. And she's highlighting that Lemurians have learned this, and we are excited to impart this advice, but also she's saying, and she's gesturing to her entire group, they want to work with as many people as possible to connect and help guide and to help individuals get their own individual concept of the energy, the frequency of which who they are, as well as who they wish to manifest and move forward as. So that's pretty awesome. She's offering this assistance. I love it when they offer assistance like that, because it's a very genuine invitation. Anyone who's guided to channel them or ask them to come into your dream state, or I'm asking, is there any other way in which they can connect with them? They being any human, any person wants to connect with a Lemurian. She's highlighting many connect us with the crystals. So Lemurian crystals are always an option if you're interested in purchasing crystals and connecting with that frequency. You can call us in. You can invite us into your dream state. They would love to assist in, oh, this is kind of interesting. She's saying energy assessments. If you don't feel confident in your own knowledge of where is your energy right now? Like, where's your frequency? Where are you at? If you need help assisting or assessing that for yourself, sometimes it's hard to get a clear picture as to who you're at, who you are in your frequency at any given time. Sometimes, you know, there are situations that ratchet us up or bring us down, and from day to day, it can be different sometimes. So she's highlighting that if you would like a steady set of eyes, she's kind of showing like she will watch, she will assess. She kind of has a little clipboard. She's writing down notes. She's cute and funny. Oh my gosh. She's writing notes down, and she's offering to help each of us if we need to get a sense of where are we at and where do we want to be is really up to us. She's not going to make that decision for us, but she will provide guidance as needed. And yeah, I'm asking, what is her name, or what would she like us to call her? Okay, I'm getting an H name. She's saying Holly. Wow, that's so similar to Heather from last week with the elves, the Heather from the elves, Elven Kingdom. And she's just saying Holly. And she's showing me she has really blonde, long blonde hair. And it's really interesting. She's just happy to step forward. And she's saying, this is important. Each and every one of us can shift in our frequency however we choose. It can be a small change or a large change. There is no difference. The energy moves. She's showing the universe, everything moves in tandem, and a small change and a big change, just as easy for the universe to make this change. And I think that's a quote. I think I've seen a quote or something like that. Maybe it was like an inspirational meme or something. But she's highlighting that even if it might be a quote or some sort of meme, inspirational postcard thing online, she's saying it's still true. So pay attention to what it is that you are thinking about, how you want to move forward in your energy, and make decisions based on the flow of energy within yourself. And you will find that it's much easier to go with that flow than to fight that current. She's saying, it's all in your hands. And she's kind of just way more gracefully showing her hands up like this. It's all up to you. But okay, I'm seeing a lot of comments, a lot of questions. I'm asking Holly and the rest of her team, is there anything else that they'd like to say? Okay, so she's saying yes, there is an important wave coming up. She's making me feel like it's at like the end of July into early August. I don't know if anyone else has channeled this, but she's showing me on a calendar kind of the last weekend, kind of a bridge between July and August. There's going to be an important healing event. A ton of energy is going to be coming onto the planet. And if you wish to be open to this energy, they recommend that you prepare yourself to receive healing and to allow yourself to be healing, to be in a healing space at that time. It doesn't have to be in the moment. She's saying it doesn't have to be something that you take action on or are actively pursuing. This energy is going to be permeating all of us. But if you wish to set specific intentions, she encourages you to think about that as the date gets closer. And I'm asking her to show me on a calendar. I'm actually going to pop up a calendar and see. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, I didn't even realize that. So July 31st and August 1st are in the same weekend. So that's the weekend. She's saying yes. It's a blend of the 2 months. So the last weekend of this month, July, and the beginning of August, she's saying that there's going to be a lot of healing energy coming in. That's really fascinating. I'm asking her if there are any recommendations as to how to prepare for this outside of intentions. Is there anything else that we need to do? Trust and know that each and every one of us will be given an opportunity to receive this energy. And even if you are not on a path of awakening or on an active path, there are many, 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 many in the world, a majority of the human population right now that is not on this path. There is a lot of us that are awakening and continuing to awaken. But she's saying that there are many who, while they may not be on this path or recognize their path as of yet, they will be affected as well. And there's no worries to, you don't have to worry about them not raising in frequency or not receiving healing energy as they move forward with this, as this event takes place and as they move forward in their own path. Whew, okay, that was actually a shocker for me. I have not heard any of that before. I've not channeled that before. That was really fascinating and super exciting. Maybe I'll do a little video on how to prepare for energy coming in, healing energy to come in, because it's super, super important that if you want to ride that wave, take that energy in. Just to set your intentions. But if you guys are interested, let me know. So, okay, sorry guys. She's has a lot to share with us, which is awesome. And I'm seeing lots of comments here. Jody's asking, she was once told that she has had Lemurian lifetimes, and she would like to know if that's true. Jody, Holly's just pointing to your heart chakra, and she's saying, you know that this resonates with you, and she's saying to trust it, and she's giving me essentially a thumbs up. She's saying, yes, it is true. You have had Lemurian lifetimes before. That's pretty awesome. Amy is asking, she's had Lemurians try to contact her in her sleep. She's wondering if she's had any connections with them or if they have a specific guidance or message for her. Yeah, Amy, let's see. Holly is saying that the Lemurians who have been contacting you, Amy, have had a connection with you before. You're correct. You have connections with them. And they are wanting to strengthen that connection and that communication with you. It's important that you try and remember. They've given you many downloads and messages in your dream state. And they really want to encourage you to just reflect on when they come in, and you can set your intentions and ask them to come in specifically during your dream state, say tonight or tomorrow or over the weekend, whenever you're comfortable. But they will be there, and they just wish to work with you, and they appreciate your energy. And you have had connections with them before and in other life experiences, and they're just reaching out to you to let you know that they are available. That's pretty awesome. I hope that resonates with you, Amy. Let's see here. Beth is saying tons of energy coming in today. Wowzers. Yeah, for sure. There's been a lot of energy. Yeah, I've been feeling that too. Okay. Mimi's asking, is there any Lemurians in my team, and where am I at in my ascension? Another one of the Lemurians stepped forward, a male stepped forward, Mimi, and said, you are here in this moment of your ascension. You're here you know, he's just saying, like, you're where you're at. You're right here in this moment. This is where you need to be in your ascension process, and you're where you need to be. It's like all in divine timing for you. So don't worry about your progress or how far you've come or how far you need to go on your path. Just recognize that you're here in this moment and that you're on your path. He's giving me a thumbs up. Yes, she's where she needs to be. And yes, it's all brought you. Everything before this moment has, in our reality, has brought us to this moment. It's so complicated sometimes. And they're just confirming that there is no reason to question your progress, or if you're doing it right, or, you know, if you're on your path, you know, you're where you need to be. You're right here in this moment. So cherish it and have fun and relax. And they're saying, yes, there is a team of Lemurians who have checked in on you from time to time. They're kind of showing like there's several people around you, Mimi, who also connect with the Lemurians. Whether that be maybe family or friends or online friends, but social people that you talk with, connect with them. And they're saying that they check in on you as a group, and they are here to work with you if you want some more direct work on your team. And all you have to do is invite them in. And you can hear them and you can channel, Mimi. So you can ask for their names, and as you move forward, what can they help you with? You can ask them to specifically help you with certain things as well. So don't be afraid to have them join you more directly, and just trust and know you're where you're at. And I feel like that ascension piece, that question there, was for a lot of people here. It's always, I feel like it's a very human trait, and I do this myself. I'm like, oh, am I like making progress? Am I where I need to be? Am I, you know, further along than I was supposed to be? You know, like we kind of try and measure things that ultimately we don't necessarily need to measure too much in this moment when we're in this experience. And my guardian angel is saying, that's for the lifer of you. Don't worry about it now. That's for later when your homework is being graded. And there's really no failing grades, so don't worry about it. And me as a total type A personality before I started channeling a lot, have struggled and had to really push myself to let go of those concepts of progress and doing it right, and does this make sense, and really grading myself essentially. Lisa is saying she has a healing chamber she goes to. It's in the Telos, the city of light. Yes, they're just golf clapping, Lisa. That's awesome, and they welcome you there at any time. That's beautiful. Let's see here. Sam Alf wants to know if they have any connection with Lemurians. I'm getting a yes, Sam, but I'm getting that it's a little bit like you're developing a connection with them. You're exploring more of their information. You're exploring how they interact with your energy, and they're kind of coming online with you. So if you want to encourage that communication and connection with them to speed that up a little bit, ask them to jump in and say hi. And just really, when you ask us, any spiritual being that you want to connect with, but when you ask a being to come in, it's really our job to sit and listen or observe what's happening around us and observe the changes and recognize that every change, everything we're sensing is information that we're receiving from them. So just to trust and know that you are connected, and ask a lot of questions. They're saying, bring it on. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay, Lindsay saying she was just there on Monday. Oh, awesome. Oh, yeah, I saw that, Lindsay. I saw your post. She was out at Mount Shasta over the weekend, or maybe on a vacation, and those pictures were beautiful. Mount Shasta is an amazing place, and that's really where the Lemurians, they have kind of their headquarters set up. That's the close ties that they have to our earthly kind of surface geography. They are really closely connected to Mount Shasta, and it's an amazing, beautiful place. I've never been able to stay there for very long, could just travel, plans and things like that. But whenever I drive past Mount Shasta, or I'm looking at Mount Shasta from the freeway, it's just so amazing, and their energy is so high vibrational. And it's just an awesome spot. So if you're in that area, or if you're able to travel to Mount Shasta at any point in your life, I highly recommend that you check it out. It's going to be awesome. And you'll definitely feel the energy. It's so grounding there. Megan is asking, or saying, she's an empath, and lately she's been having a feeling of chaos in the world. Yep. She works in a healthcare setting, so this year has been extra stressful. Because of the stress she feels like in her career path, she needs to change soon, which makes her anxious. Any suggestions? Yes, Holly is highlighting the first part of your comment, Megan. The empath and the empathy superpowers that you have, those are where you should start your work to calm your energy. Setting extra boundaries is going to be important, and holding to those boundaries. So if you need assistance in identifying what boundaries do you need to set, and or where do you need to kind of shore up your own energy, if it's especially in the workplace, you need to kind of preserve your energy and protect your energy a little bit more than maybe at home, or out and about. She's highlighting that this is going to be an important skill set for you to really get super comfortable with, and feel like you've mastered your own techniques and how to step forward. And if you're interested in looking at different techniques, or if you are interested in maybe picking out a few that you may need, she's recommending that you look at where your energy goes. How does it flow out of you, and who or what absorbs it? She's showing like a lot of your own energy flows out. So in order to shore that up, how do you block that? It's by recognizing who's taking it or what's absorbing it. And she's highlighting your workspace, definitely chaotic, especially in this last year and into this year. It's definitely been chaotic. There's been so many changes. And she's highlighting that just to know that no matter what, you are going to be okay. And you have the power over your own energy, and you direct where that flows. And she's kind of pointing to many of you. She's showing not just Megan needs to know this, but many of you need to know this. You direct where your energy goes, and you get to decide who can have your energy or focus and whose energy you're going to take on. Because as an empath, you give and you take energy in a more healthy kind of transformative way than maybe other beings who are more like energy vampires. They're always just taking. Empaths have the skills to take energy, transmute it, and give it back to the person, transmute it, clean it, give it back to the universe, release it, and help that person out by unburdening them, and then also sending out your own energy. It's just really powerful to be able to reassure people with your energy that they are loved and that you love them, or you're sending them healing energy, whatever it looks like to you. But it's important that you get those skills really honed in, whatever that looks like. And she's just wanting you to assess, where's your energy going at this time? The assessment and being able to see, okay, there are certain stressors that really trigger you, Megan, into thinking, I have to step away from this career. That may need a little additional attention or focus or extra boundaries set up. She's not making me feel like you need to change your career. She's making me feel like it's just a matter of where your energy is flowing. And once you get more in balance, you'll feel more in balance. Even if it is chaotic and there's so many changes happening, you will feel more stable and able to meet the demand of the situation as you move forward. And or things just don't bother you as much. A little change to a policy or big change to a policy, it might not affect you as much as it is right now. And she's highlighting policies, the structures, the directions, a lot of the changes that are happening across the nation and around the world based on a lot of different factors, really dictates a lot of how you do your job in the healthcare industry. So there's just so much going on in that, as well as people's fears, other people's energies, and especially in your work setting, Megan, other people's energies are really amped up, and they're very big energies. And so you as an empath are being bustled around in those big energies and trying to maintain your own energy. So looking at that, trying to get a better handle on that skill set, and just being really empowered to make decisions in your energy. Don't feel bad if you shut people out for a little bit. You need to take a break. You need to recharge. Don't feel bad if you don't let other people's energies kind of wash over you or take over. Really hold your space, hold those boundaries, and expand yourself out and protect your energy, because that is how you're going to move forward. And people need people like you in that space. They don't need all of the ups and, the people who are on the roller coaster to be taking care of them in the healthcare setting. So long story short, she's not making me feel like you need to change. It's just a matter of looking at your energy and assessing where can you make some of your own changes in your frequency and how you dole out your energy for each day and how you recharge. So I really hope that helped you, Megan, and I hope that helped others too. I know there are so many people who work in the healthcare field across like I said, across the nation, around the world, that are really, really struggling. And I send all my love and big hugs to everyone who is working in that space every single day and doing their best to just help people stay healthy and get healthy in whatever situation they find themselves in. And yeah, I'm giving you guys a big hug. You guys are definitely earthly superheroes for sure. Okay, let's see here. Whew, that was a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I hope, again, that resonated with you, Megan. Okay, so I'm going to check here and see how much, what we have here. Awesome. Megan's confirming, yeah, that really resonates. She's been working on boundaries. Woo, that's great. Yeah, boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. There's so many layers that you can set up, and it's really important. Chrissy is asking, does my son Zach have any Lemurian lives? He's watching with me. Any advice for him? Holly's saying, hello, Zach. She's lightening up. She's kind of expanding out her energy. She's saying, at this time, you have... she's showing that you haven't necessarily had Lemurian lifetimes, but you've had many lifetimes in other groups. She's highlighting predominantly the Pleiadians that resonate very closely with Lemurian energy. And you may be sensing a draw to Lemurians because of this frequency, the similarity in frequency. And she's saying advice for you would be to go within. Trust yourself. You are not a person who is pushed around lightly. She's kind of highlighting, like, you have strong opinions, you have your own thoughts, you feel very clearly, and you need to hold true to those thoughts, opinions, and feelings, as it's important for you to carve out your space and share your energy, share your light with others around you. She's making me feel like you may have some friends who turn to you maybe subconsciously, or people around you who turn to you subconsciously to see what it is that you're thinking or how you move forward. And you can really do a lot of amazing work and impact a lot of lives by moving forward in confidence with your head held high, shining your light, expressing your truth. She's underscoring truth, 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 truth. That's a lot. It's a lot that you can do, but it's important work, and it may take some practice. I'm not gonna lie, it may be hard at first. She's showing, I don't know if you draw, Zach, but she's showing like a sketchbook with sketches or art pieces or collages. She's just showing a lot of images in this sketchbook. And, you pour your energy into this creation, whether that be an actual sketch or any sort of expression that you may be drawn to. And she is challenging you to share those creations, share those images with those around you who will love and support you. And by sharing these images, sharing these drawings, sharing as you move forward, I'm feeling like it will get easier over time. There may be a lot of, she's showing like pretty detailed charcoal drawings. You're going to be getting really into that if you're not already into that style or medium of art. But she's showing a lot of really like great contrasting sketches and stuff. It may be hard at first to share this piece of you, because a creation like that, a drawing or a sketch or any sort of art expression, is a piece of you, and it's your light. And it can be scary at times, but doing it more and more and more, and just not worrying about what people think, but just throwing it out there to share it and be a part of the conversation of expression is ultimately going to reinforce who you are and help support you. and it's going to get easier with time. And as you do it, you'll just get more practiced and more confident, and your style will grow and change, your expressions will grow and change, your own light will grow and change. So it's pretty important that you recognize you have a voice, you have your own unique perspective, and it's needed here on Earth. So remember that. And Chrissy's saying, yes, he draws. That's awesome. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Okay, I'm getting a lot of energy right here on the back of my head, and I'm asking if this is another Lemurian or if this is Holly. Holly, she's coming in a little bit stronger. Okay. I don't know if you guys are feeling this energy. It's been pretty intense today. Lindsay's saying that on Monday she was at the Lemurians Temple of Love in Mount Shasta. Why was this portal so emotional and powerful for me? Was I Lemurian, or was that another star family trying to connect with me? Lindsay, they're saying first and foremost, this portal is a powerful energy source, and your physical vessel, as well as your other bodies, your emotional, spiritual, mental, energetic bodies around you, really reacted to that just really powerful portal. And there was a lot of releasing done. There was a lot of work that needed to be done, that had to be done there. You were meant to be there in that moment, and it was really, really important for you to be in that space. And she's saying that there were Lemurians there, as well as your starseed family was all around you. Your guardian angels were there, and they're showing me that they were just doing a lot of healing on you. It was just a ton of healing. And often when we get that much healing done at once, it's hard to handle. It's emotional. It's really powerful. It's an experience that sometimes can be very overwhelming, but once we're able to step back from it a little bit, kind of calm down a bit, we can see that it's just really, really important to have those experiences sometimes. And they were highlighting healing for you. There was a ton of healing happening, and they were performing that healing for you. So that was your starseed family and Lemurians in the area. And I'm seeing also elementals of the area, elemental beings, more like nature spirits themselves, of the mountain, as well as a lot of the trees, and the land itself was also a part of that healing. So it had to happen right there. And speaking of that, the elemental piece of a lot of people's experiences when they're out in nature, when you're, at certain sites around the world, like Mount Shasta, their energy is so powerful, and it's just really exciting to feel and connect with. And Kristen Davies and I are actually having a workshop July 9th through July 11th. So that's not this weekend, but the next weekend. We're actually going to be hosting a workshop for the Fairies and Elemental Kingdom workshop. And it's going to be amazing because we're going to connect with the fairies, the elementals, the tree spirits, the elves, galactic beings that work with fairies and the elemental beings. And so many fae beings are going to be there. And the connection to the land is something that's very important for specifically those more nature beings and nature-based beings. And we're going to talk about that in the workshop. And there's going to be a ton. I'm not kidding, guys. Like literally almost every half hour, there's going to be a video or an exercise or some cool thing that's going to be showing up on the group wall that you guys can interact with over the course of the whole weekend. And Kristen's going to go live a few times. I'm going to go live a few times. We're going to practice sensing energies, calling the fairies in, calling in all these other beings. And it's going to be really, really fun. So if you want to check that out, my website right here, channelingwithlove.com, is where you can go and sign up. And it's for those 3 days, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, the 9th through the 11th. And it's going to be held in a private Facebook group. And I'll be going live just like this. And we will be just having a really, really good time. So definitely check it out if you're interested, and let me know if you have any questions. But I want to throw that out there because Lindsay, they were those elemental tree spirits and the land spirits that were right there with Mount Shasta were super, super involved in that healing process for you. And that's why it was so powerful. Part of the reason why. There's a lot of other beings there too, but it's definitely important to recognize that there's so many different beings we can receive healings from and interact with. Wow, that's beautiful. Christy's saying, thank you so much. It has helped him a lot, and she understands him so much more now being Pleiadian. Thank you, Holly and Ashley. Yeah, very Pleiadian, definitely. Okay, let's see here. Joanna's asking, does she have a connection with the Lemurians? She's saying, if you wish to, you will. So if you're interested, or if you're drawn to, and this goes for everyone, I've seen several people ask this question tonight, and then other times when I've channeled the Lemurians, and it really comes down to this: if you want a connection, you have it. If you resonate with the Lemurians, or if you're really curious about where they're from, or what they look like, or how their energy feels, those are all signs or guidance signs, I guess. It's all guidance to go and check them out, to go and connect with their energy, because you resonate with them, and or you could learn from them, or invite them in, and they can help you in some way with healing, or with just connecting with another type of being as you learn how to channel and practice your channeling, your spiritual path, whatever that looks like. And she's saying, Holly's saying that often many healers are encouraged to connect with us because we have many healing practices or strategies that are utilized in a lot of different healing modalities on the planet right now, but they will be stepping forward to assist more with healings as we move forward. So she's specifically calling all healers, connect with the Lemurians and see how they can be incorporated into your healing practice, which is really fascinating. So that kind of goes for a lot of people here that are here tonight who have asked that question. I've seen several. I'm sorry I haven't been able to get to all of your guys' questions, but it's definitely important to know, if you want a connection, you got it. Like, there's no rejection there. There's no reason for them to ignore you. Each of us are so important in this existence and in this reality and in the fabric of the universe that we're all worthy of being connected with the Lemurians or whoever it is that we want to connect with. And it's just important to remember that. So if you want to have that connection, you got it. Just ask. And it's there, and there's no need to doubt it, because there's no need to question if you deserve to have that or not. There's that, the deserving, the are you getting it right? There's a lot of ego that kind of comes into play when you're first connecting with spirit or asking them to come in and help you. And I definitely was on that boat too when I first started channeling. It's hard to give that practice up, but just recognize and know, like, each of us are super awesome and cool, and spirit wants to connect with us. And so just know that's the baseline. Everyone's awesome, and spirit's here to connect with everyone. So just definitely know that you can have that connection if you wish. And I'm seeing here the healer message really resonates. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. Whew, well, thank you guys so much. There's been so many great questions here. Thank you to Holly and the rest of her Lemurian team for joining us tonight. I think I'm going to cut it a little short tonight. There's just a ton of energy here. And I hope you guys are feeling that. I'm asking them to channel all of that energy to you guys so you can feel that love and light. And next week, I will be going live here in Channeling with Love on Facebook. And we are going to be doing, I'm completely blanking on what are we going to be doing. I've set up the monthly channelings. I try and do it all at the beginning of the month. And I'm totally blanking right now. A fairy mystery channeling. That's why I'm blanking, because I don't know who I'm going to be channeling. So I'm doing another fairy mystery channeling event where I spin the wheel and we see who steps forward. And it's going to be really, really fun. I love doing the mystery channelings because you never know what combination we're going to get. So it's really fun. Bring your questions, bring your popcorn, have a good time, and I'll see you guys next Thursday here in Channeling with Love to go live and spin that wheel. So I hope you all have a good evening and a good weekend and rest of your week, and talk to you guys later. Bye now.